About to step outside for a cigarette and some thought. I am turning on the recording to the glasses camera. If it's turned off, it was not by me. So, I shall be back as far. Alright, let's end that little clip. Get back to popping this in here because I'm recording. Hopefully the glasses are still a beeping. Seems to be. Oh, and now it just stopped. That quick beep. Definitely need to be doing it live and make sure that people can access it live. I guess the content is at least entertaining. So, yeah, what I was just thinking that everybody can hear except, well, me, in the manner that they can hear it. I've always preferred to learn things from people, with people, for people, and practice in private. You know, I used to actually really hold to, I guess, a belief that people are rewarded in public for what they practice in private, in privacy. Where is privacy? I mean, Snowden already kind of outlined that for us, but to this degree, can't pray. A soul's right to breathe, liberty. Tyranny. What the fuck? Come on, man. Like, we literally have people practicing ignorance and trying to preach truth when the truth that they're preaching is based upon lies. A lot of them to themselves, primarily. That's their fundamental level. That's all of it for us as humans. Your system of beliefs. Those are started as an infant. Probably even so far as when you're still in the womb as a fetus. There's no language for it. Doesn't mean it's not occurring in our brains. I'm sure if we fully understood the human brain, one, we'd already, be a multi-planetary species, and AI would truly be the real problem, or the real reality that overtook us. But I'm not so Orwellian in thought, nor Machiavellian. I prefer positivity, but I'm surrounded by pessimists. I'm surrounded by lies, liars, circumstances that are not in my control, even though I always am pretty much repeating the serenity prayer. God grant me, the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yahweh, amen. Like, at what point do you need to realize, like, it's a lot more, like, ridiculous. I doubt what I have to hear in the background right now can be picked up by this ice blue microphone, or these glasses, or this Ocaso 4K Brave camera. So they're legitimately suggesting shit that I'm going to subconsciously immediately discard, as I do with all the rest of the trash that they've been throwing and heaping on me. trying to, tell me and actually manifest what they want me to be and see myself as. I don't give a shit, especially if this is how you act. If you were actually a person who cared about people and you were willing to have open, honest conversation and were, hey, trustworthy, maybe I might take your opinion into account and factor it in. Huh? If not, if you can't talk to me directly as a human being, then yeah, whatever you want me to see myself as is all the more irrelevant because you can't even look yourselves in the fucking mirror. And that's sad. What an example. Let's try to, commit to helping the tyranny, not stopping it. Let's all see if what we can suggest he hyper personalizes and latches onto and manifests. Because torture porn is cool. Fuck freedom of thought for the kids. How about no? How about fuck you? Absolutely freedom of thought, freedom of speech, freedom to be for the kids, huh? How about liberty, justice, and freedom for all? No? Too good being a slave to a system that was designed to build more slaves in shackles they can't see or comprehend? That doesn't worry you? You're more interested in my life and watching me being tortured. I thought, like, at the beginning of this shit, or in the very early stages, I was the real master of lying to myself. Man, have I been showed up. And I'm continuously showed up. The hypocrisy of all of this. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like the fact, if only I could, actually have graphics that were able to pick up stim blasts where they're hitting me to my head and my back right now. Because they don't like what I'm saying, probably. They don't like that I'm rejecting everything that they're trying to suggest at or about me. They don't want me to throw out and discard what they want me to see myself as. Bring it. You're not going to break me. You're just prolonging shit. You're not contributing to anything positive. You are on the side of the oppressor. And some of you are legitimately contributing to oppression, to the tyranny, as a slave, obeying the slave master, not even realizing that's what you're doing because you think it's entertaining. You don't realize that you're being subjected to the exact thing I'm trying to fight. And furthermore, a ton of people are legitimately contributing to it. Some so directly, like, it baffles me. Like, if you could at least look yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I am a tyrannical, sadistic, fascist fuck of a terrorist, or you might believe yourself to be whatever, but as long as you can be real with yourself on that, and you're like, yeah, hate's my way. Causing people pain and suffering is my way. And what? If you can at least be honest with yourself, and that's actually who you are and what you're about, I can respect that. I can't respect liars. I can't respect anything that's being attempted to be fed to me. You're going to have to break my fucking teeth in and force feed me to keep me alive in that sense. We came in chains. As an allude to the poem by Muhammad Ali. So either blow out all my brains or set me free. Come on, man. Like, how much can you lie to yourself? Is the rainbow here yet? Let's go find that pot of gold. Cough, cough. That's a new thing right now. So, cool stuff? No, I'm just basically telling you the truth of my actual existence. These are the facts of history that are basically the composition that summarizes my life at this current moment. I still choose to believe that this too shall pass. That we are meant for so much more. We've been given the capacity to choose, to create. You choose the side of the oppressor. You choose to help hold down and watch as the metaphorical knee on my neck, being aka stim blast suggestion and sound equipment, and you're proud of yourself? You're not worried about your kids or any kids at all? You'd rather them take part in this? Because bravery is being around the guy that's tortured and taking part of it, taking part in it, watching from a closer vantage. What? America? I don't want to try to speak for all of America here because I've only been in Southern California this whole time. But absolutely in the Inland Empire in San Bernardino County, the city, I'm most disappointed personally in Rancho Cucamonga. That's where I was really raised. Born in San Dimas, by the way. My social security number, I presume my driver's license, my passport, absolutely, my birth certificate, absolutely, have all been stolen or essentially public information at this point. And they want me to worry about cybersecurity, like I can come up with any kind of fucking password that I'd be able to remember if I'm on a new device with them knowing the exact fucking password. So they can set up for whatever device I'm going to try to access it from. Whether it's a virtual one or an actual physical machine that's hosting the virtual. Huh. Yeah, let's go Linux. Seriously. But I gotta figure out how to make stim suggestion to stop. Sound equipment, totally not in my control either. People are willingly, I don't know if they're getting, I'd assume that they are getting monetarily compensated, because if not, their only compensation is apparently entertainment. Because what I'd love to know what other form of compensation people are receiving for continuing this. They just start with the sirens now. Not a single person would even bring up Breonna Taylor's name since I brought it up. Will. I'm hoping somebody eventually. They couldn't even do a cough cough Breonna Taylor. With respect, at least. To the fact that an innocent woman died in her own apartment. She wasn't even the target. But that's who got shot. 6 times? How about a monument with all those names? That's going to be a big ass monument. We're going to have to use smaller letters because it's going to be a long ass list, man. And watching that Selma yesterday, thinking about that priest who showed up to march. I guess all those names aren't going to be people of African descent now, are they? It's ridiculous. Like, I literally am hearing about racist in the background from their sound equipment of all sorts. It's beyond ridiculous. By their standards, my eyes are yellow, my skin is brown, my ass is white, I speak black, and I bleed blood that's red. So positive, by the way. Universal donor blood type. Hi. I would rather fight the people that are trying to just make fun of everything that I'm actually about and not sell my blood for plasma and actually wait and go have immersion therapy of my actual real only fear in life that I've had growing up. That's less and less of a fear these days, being needles. Like, I'd rather go donate blood to somewhere that they are in an actual shortage, not that they are in the position that they can pay people for blood, because that's where they are, and what they're most likely going to do with it. It doesn't matter. It's not our problem. That's why they pay you, ain't it? Who knows what experiments they're going to run? Let's do some more, genetic engineering. More clones, yep. Horses with no names, not in the desert, but on the polo field. The world's best polo player, best team, I think. All of his horses in the stable of ones that he rides in games are all clones of the same horse. The asshole didn't even give the horses names. He just gave them numbers. Because that's all they are. It's like a vehicle. Like the living creature. By the way, they're extremely empathetic. They're used widely. Or, actually, not so widely. They should be used more widely. For psychologic, therapeutic reasons. We talk about that? Or are we going to talk about how somebody said something about somebody on Twitter, and then that's what everybody's going to be talking about? Those are the most, visibly see-throughable smoke into funny mirrors. Might as well say that it is a kaleidoscope on top. We're going to talk more about somebody said something about somebody else on Twitter before we talk about, hey, we actually know how to help prevent this from happening. We actually know how to make these things happen. And instead, we're just going to continue worrying about Twitter. Yeah. I'm gonna go about trying to figure out how to upload shit. I'm hoping people will be able to access it. They're listening. Some people are listening. I'm hoping there are people that aren't, that will watch what I put out, which I'm pretty certain at this point is just going to be all of it, and comb through it as I go. But hey, let everybody go through and see what they want. So, probably stop this one for now.